This episode of Critical Hit is being brought to you by Harry's. Go to harrys.com, enter the coupon code CriticalHit for $5 off your first purchase. Hey everyone, it is Steven Schleicher, and I just wanted to pop in really quick to tell you a couple of things. The first one is thank you to everyone who went out and purchased Rodrigo's book, The Tale of Tallest Rabbit, from Amazon. Your work on last week, or this past week, when the book released, sent his book to number one in a couple of countries. I believe he said it was number one in the UK and in Canada. I also noticed that we were recording the Major Spoilers podcast on the day of the release, and it hit number 4 in the books category of Fantasy Tales Myth for the kids' books, and it broke the top 500 for all books released through Amazon. So great job, everybody. If you didn't have a chance to buy The Tale of Tallest Rabbit from Rodrigo Lopez, just go over to Amazon right now and purchase it. If you want to help Major Spoilers out and you want to use the link at majorspoilers.com, the Amazon link, every time you click and make a purchase through that link, a little bit comes back our way. But if you don't want to, that's totally okay. This is all about Rodrigo and his book. I hope you enjoy it, The Tale of Tallest Rabbit. 2016 is finally here. It's a new year. It's a fresh start. Have you been thinking about your New Year's resolutions? Here's one that is a no-brainer. Stop overpaying for a great shave. Now, this is going to sound totally ridiculous, but I did this. I've got some of those other blades, and I've got a Harry's blade from Harry's. They're great. And last week, put the shave gel on my face, and one half of my face I shaved with the Harry's blade, and the other one I shaved with the one that I bought at the store and paid too much for. It is so expensive for these blades. $32 for an 8-pack of blades. Harry sells these blades at factory direct prices, meaning they're half the price of a leading brand. So what happened? I shaved one side of my face. I shaved the other side of my face with the other one, half and half. And because Harry's blades are German engineered, I got a close, comfortable shave. No cuts, no burns. No nicks, no scratches. It's quality. And Harry's guarantees their quality. You can get a full refund if you're not happy with these blades. I could look in the mirror and see the difference. I could feel it on my hands and feel the difference. In fact, I didn't even need my mark of approval. I walked down the hallway to the boss. She used her hands. She felt one side of my face and the other, and she knew which one was shaved with a blade from Harry's. 1 million guys have already made the switch. How come you haven't done it? Listen, Harry's doesn't like to discount their prices because, as I already mentioned, they're about half the price of a regular blade. But we've worked out a special offer for you. Harry's will give you $5 off your first order when you use the promo code CriticalHit. That's right, CriticalHit. Stop overpaying for a great shave and start the new year off right. Go to harrys.com right now. That's HARRYS.com. Enter the coupon code at checkout. Start saving. Start shaving. Do the half face shave yourself. Tell me how it comes out for you. I know how it came out for me. I'm going to bet it's going to come out that way for you. If you do the half face shave, take a picture, send it to me, podcast@majorspoilers.com. I would love to see the difference and see if you can tell the difference and if other people in your household can tell the difference when you use these blades from Harry's. Harrys.com. Use the coupon code CriticalHit at checkout. Thank you. One final thing. Thank you to everybody who's been sending their sketches, their Critical Hit sketches. We've been including them at the end of the shows. And interestingly, the way the RSS feed works for both the regular RSS feed and the iTunes feed, those images get included in the feed. Sometimes they are the image that's used to denote that there's a new episode out there. So if you have some really cool Critical Hit fan art that you would like to share with the rest of the world, send them my way. Podcast@majorspoilers.com. I'll go through them. I'll find some of my favorites and I'll post them. We'll put them at the show notes on the website. We'll give you a link back. We'll tell you who made it. All those kinds of things. Look in the show notes. See who made some cool art this week. And while you're looking at that cool art, take a listen to this week's episode of Critical Hit. Thank you, everybody. Take care. Have a wonderful week. And we'll see you again real soon.
This episode is brought to you by Major Spoilers VIP members. Thank you for your support of Major Spoilers and the Major Spoilers Podcast Network. If you would like to become a bronze, silver, or gold VIP member, go to members.majorspoilers.com for more information.
Welcome to Critical Hit, a Major Spoilers podcast. Thank you for downloading. Thank you for listening. Thank you for sharing this episode with a friend. And, oh man, speaking of friends, somebody special showed up last week.
On Critical Hit!
It'd be actually more like family than friends, right?
Yeah.
Guess family could be friends.
And
Sometimes.
not where I come from.
Rodrigo, lead us on to adventure.
So yeah, last time
On Critical
On Critical Hit.
family did show up.
Yay.
And it was in fact Kat's grandmama, and she is apparently the reason why there was some strange astral monstrosity in Kat's parlor.
What is her name again?
Doris Sala? Peace Tree.
Would Orem know of that family name? Or not?
Maybe the peace trees, but doesn't know them directly. And it's from a long time ago.
Okay, just wanted to make sure.
So yeah, there you guys are, sitting around with Grandma.
All right. So we need to.
By the way, I guess I should point out, she is an Eladrin, so she looks 20.
She looks younger than Kat.
Awkward.
She does actually look younger than Kat.
Extra awkward.
Oh, not at all. You get used to it.
Oh. So we need information from, or we want to check out the police.
I would guess that if anybody knew, I mean, unless you know anyone in the underworld that might know what's going on in town, it seems like the police would be the next
I can check
best
with
choice.
the homeless network and also go to the office. I do want to see my siblings.
No,
first,
that's fine.
so- Can we go to
They're
them?
not in the city.
They're not in the city at all?
No.
Okay.
I just came back to check on this thing, and she extends a hand towards the car to get my hat.
He grudgingly
That hat
Gives
was
up the
super
disguise.
useful.
and hands it over.
Okay. She takes what is presumably like a little, one of those little cloth things that holds a bun, you know? And she gives it a flick, and it turns into a big, kind of floppy gray wizard hat. And she puts it on.
Can I borrow that for just a little bit longer?
No. You can just make your own hat.
Guys?
I don't know how to make one of those hats.
Sure. One of the two of you can figure it out.
Maybe, yeah. I can look into it.
Yeah, you never know when one of us is going to turn out to be like the incarnation of fear for a place.
Very true.
Yeah.
That doesn't seem likely as long as we stay here.
I find that hard to believe as well.
All right, well then it's still generally useful.
All right. Well, let's go see. Let's go see what information we can find.
You don't want to talk to your grandmother anymore? You just saw her after 10 years and now we're leaving?
Oh.
I'm sorry, Mrs. Peacetree, but I thought Ket was raised better than this.
Harsh.
Well, he would have been if my daughter hadn't died when he was so young.
Oh, yeah.
Oh. Sakar has a silent, pained look on his face.
Where are you holed up now?
We're still moving, but we're going to probably end up someplace in the total control area.
We?
Yeah, her
The
and my
children.
siblings.
Oh, the children. Okay. Well, I was going to suggest if you were ever wanting to go visit the Feywild, we have established settlements there. As soon as we figure out a way to get back in.
No, I don't think I'm going to go back to the Feywild anytime soon.
Okay. I tried.
There's a reason I knew you didn't want to stay.
What do you mean?
Just kind of gesture to Dorsala.
Oh, okay.
All right. I think I kind of have to see some of this through again.
I understand. Everybody has things they have to do.
When you get settled down, let me know. You do know how to do sending, right? Yeah, you know how to do sending. You were talking to my sister. I don't know why you never send to me.
I don't know why you never sent to me.
I tried. Well, I tried once. And then I didn't really have any way to do so, because I don't know how to send.
Well, maybe you should learn.
You know, in the Feywild, we have all sorts of good schools that can teach you magic, Kit.
Like the Cerulean Academy?
Yes, exactly.
The Cerulean Academy is a fine school, from what I'd heard. But I don't think I've been in the Feywild in the past 100 or so years, so...
Yeah, things have changed quite a bit in the last
10?
5 years.
Well, that's fine. Young Master Rivendorn, always a pleasure to see another Eladrin.
Madam?
The rest of you, nice to meet you.
Hi.
The same.
Ket, be well. And
As
she
you...
walks out the door.
Did she by any chance unsummon the abomination in the wastebasket?
No, it's still in the wastebasket.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Do we?
And, I mean, she hasn't gone very far. She's just a few steps out the door.
Rush out and catch her.
Okay. Yes, what?
What do you want to do about your elder god thing?
Oh, yes. Well, the bindings look pretty roughshod, which is understandable in the time that they were put together. I'm sure it'll break out eventually. If you have any other friends in the city, I would warn them against entering the Scale Cauldron for at least a couple 100 years.
Whoops.
We can't dismiss it?
I'm sorry, what?
Couldn't dismiss it?
I could dismiss it.
Is there anything else here that we need to protect?
I guess there isn't.
I don't want some idiots running in there to cause more problems.
Well, Ket, I guess you're just gonna have to learn how to dismiss an eldritch horror.
Awkward.
Yeah, awkward. Good thing we're all inside not listening to this awkward conversation, Kit.
I can hear it. I'm sure you can as well.
Yeah, I would think that with people with sufficiently high perception checks and moderate amounts of curiosity would be tuned in.
Anybody?
Yeah, Orem is saying that while his ear is pressed to the door, listening to the other side.
Anybody who's curious about.
Did you help anybody else out of the twins, or just family?
She looks around. Is there even anybody else on the twins still?
There was a few people last I was here.
Oh, I did not run across them.
Okay.
Also, I didn't really go in through the front door, so...
It's a little difficult to go in through the front door right now.
Yes. Anything else?
Take care of yourself. I will come see you again.
Yes, yes. You as well. I suppose me telling you not to get into too much trouble isn't really going to mean anything, but you understand the sentiment behind it.
Yeah. Trouble kind of finds my friends, so...
Well,
Your friends.
that's fine.
Time to save the world again.
Well, good luck with that. I'm going to go take care of your siblings. And she pulls out a little, what appears to be, at first glance, a chunk of obsidian, but then upon closer examination appears to be a crafted chunk of obsidian. It appears to be in the rough shape of a little bat. It has big ears and appears to have its wings tucked under it. She blows into its mouth, which produces a little chirpy whistle. And then she tosses it into the air. And by the time it lands, it is in fact an enormous, black, scary-looking bat. She climbs up on it and kind of stands on it rather than sitting it or striding it. And says, well, good luck in your adventures and all. And the bat kind of flexes its wings and legs and jumps into the air and begins flapping, and she flies away in an enormous monster bat.
Awesome. She always has all the cool toys.
And a very unique stance on education.
Everybody can give me a perception check.
Okay.
Oh, I'm good at those.
I'm not.
14.
Randus was
Hey.
staring.
Ooh, nat 20.
Okay. Well, that's particularly good in that what Little Sparkle in fact notices is a very slight thing, which is that basket has moved a few inches. The upturned dimensional basket, that is.
Yep. I think the wards are not stable.
They do not seem to be.
Why? Oh, yeah, I see. Okay.
So,
Any ideas on how
we
to
wanna-
dismiss this thing?
All I've got is a dispel magic, but that's not going to work here.
Guy?
stabbing it will work?
What?
Alright. You had the best idea as to what this thing was. Any ideas on how to get rid of it?
If you can figure out exactly what it is, there's a ritual for summoning and banishing everything. I mean, if you want to do it right, you can always just try to banish it without knowing the specific ritual, which might, tear a permanent hole in things, or might allow it to come back later, or might banish the entire structure. Any
Whoa.
number of things can go wrong.
2 of those sound terrible.
So could we roll for perception to try and see what it is?
No, you have to, like, you guys already kind of rolled to figure out what it was, and you guys don't know exactly what it is. If you knew exactly what it was, or if you could study it,
Yep.
you'd be able to figure out how to banish it. Like, Orem and Randus can actually figure out how to banish it from studying it. The problem with studying is that it's highly aggressive, and you can't study it inside the basket.
Is there a downside to leaving it in an abandoned building in an abandoned district?
It depends on how
That
long it will
eventually
take for
it could
people to
get
come
out?
back into said district.
How long has this place been abandoned?
This building?
Or locked off, this district?
This district's been locked off for 3 years? 4 years?
Oh,
Do we
I'd be
believe
more
that the
worried
creature...
about.
Maybe we just leave a note on the door.
Well, I'd be more
Do-
worried
can-
about it getting out of here.
Is it-
I mean,
yeah.
the wards
Is
have
it tied
moved
to this
within the last
location?
10 minutes.
Yeah. Is it confined at all to the building? Do we know?
It must be, because she
You guys,
released
you
it
guys
here.
can give me an Arcana check on that.
All
right.
right.
Anybody? I want to try. Can I try?
40.
38.
Crap. Never mind.
27.
All right. Orem can tell, especially once you found the when Little Sparkle found the residual stuff from the ritual to summon it. It probably is either bound to this specific location in the natural world or the structure.
Yeah, I don't think it's going to go anywhere. I think
Ten.
it will stay right in here.
I concur.
And it seems like it will only attack people that come specifically in here
All right.
looking for trouble.
Looking for trouble or just in here?
I'm going to say if you're coming in here, you're probably looking for trouble.
Fair.
Mm.
But leaving a note
Our
on the door
wards
may...
should-
We could probably
Beware
bar
of-
it as well.
Yeah.
Beware of Eldritch Abomination.
Beware of Eldritch Abomination.
Don't abomination open inside.
Yes.
Someone will come along in like a few years and be like, oh, it's like one of those beware of dog signs, but people don't even have a dog. I bet this is nonsense. Ah!
They're dead.
That's on them. We left them a warning sign. If they
You know
want,
what?
if they want to tempt the Eldritch Horror, that's on them, not on us.
All right.
Out of
So
character.
you guys
Worst
bar
case
the
scenario
door.
in season 6.
Yeah.
Okay. You guys spend some time boarding the door. Who makes the sign?
I will
Okay.
put it in a few different languages.
Okay.
I'll bar the door.
Common, Elven, and...
Giant.
I don't know I know the Giant. I don't think I know Giant.
Oh.
I forget what my languages are because I've got like 15 of them.
Dwarven?
So Common and Elven then?
Yeah.
Yeah. Maybe Primordial if they're still borrowing it by the time I'm done with the other two.
Okay.
That
There's
seems
the
unlikely.
occasional Genasi here.
No, there isn't.
Hi.
So yeah, you guys have a bard and properly labeled haunted house now.
Here
Haunted
there
bar.
be dragons.
And I know how to
Ugh.
appropriate label it legally.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I think our work here is done. Now let's... maybe we should go check out Lex's place really quick. Just to see if there's any clues.
Yeah,
Sounds like a good idea.
we can do that.
Careful.
Try and see if there's anybody else in the district on the way.
Perhaps. Be on the lookout for any other surprises.
Okay. Okay, so you guys start heading over, and like Cat spots a place where he knew some people were living. Just like go knock on the door.
Yep.
They open the door. Hey, Cat.
All right, so there are still some people here. I don't know what to say now. So, as you probably noticed, most of the rest of the district's left.
Mm-hmm.
Have you noticed anything? Any new people other than these guys coming in and out of the district lately?
Hello.
No.
All right.
How long you
Did
been
you
taking-
happen
Oh,
to
that's
see
too long.
anyone maybe being dragged out of this area? People, she'll pull out like the picture of the salamander coil symbol that she was showing around on all the different vertices. Anyone wearing this symbol?
Well, there was some commotion a few weeks ago, but it's been pretty quiet since then.
Oh, could you tell us a little bit more about that commotion?
Yeah, it was like a bunch of guys came in here, and then they all went down that way, and then they busted up the place, and then they left.
All right.
Oh, okay.
Let's say down that way is towards Lex, isn't it?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I think that was us.
Okay.
All right.
Orem puts on his glasses. Well, we must be going.
Yeah.
Sounds like we've got a ways to go.
Let's go ahead.
Okay,
And check.
thanks for stopping by.
Take care of yourselves.
Oh, don't go visit the tavern.
Yeah.
Stay away.
My family's moved.
Oh, okay.
Dorsala came back, and she took them to the total control area. I don't know how much longer the district's going to be intact at this point.
What do you mean intact?
Well, you're one of the last families here, as far as I can tell.
Mm-hmm.
We've dealt with the sickness. That's over, but the city hasn't ended the plague quarantine.
Mm-hmm.
So, I don't know how much longer there's going to be able to be people living here.
Well, what about the supplies that have been coming in?
I say I was in charge of most of the supplies, wasn't I?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, the supplies are getting cut off. They're becoming harder and harder to get in.
Mm-hmm.
So I don't know how much longer they'll be able to serve, or how much longer we'll be able to maintain them.
Oh, well, what are we supposed to do then?
Gather up everything that you can. I will come back to help you out later tonight. Well, what time of day is it?
Still morning.
Still
Yeah,
morning?
It's still morning.
Yeah, I will come back to help you out this evening once we've tracked down what we need to do here, and we'll get you out of the district.
Oh, well, where are we going to go?
I will figure that out.
Oh, okay. Okay.
All right. We will be back this evening.
Great. Thanks.
All right. Let anybody else you know that's still here know, because is that I don't know how survivable this place is going to be after much longer.
Oh, okay. Yeah, we'll tell everybody.
All right.
Move on.
Yeah.
Down to
Thanks.
Lex. Yeah.
Let's head.
Yep. So we're gonna walk down to Lex.
Okay. You guys walk down to Lex, and before you get there, you can see that the place has basically been gutted. Like, all the windows and doors have been broken, and even as you get in there, you can see that probably had a few little storage things in the floor, and basically the entire floor has been torn out. By the time you get there, you can see basically straight into the basement. The upstairs also looks like it's been pretty busted up.
Anything, I guess we do a search and see if there's anything that could point to where they may have taken him or anything like that?
Sure. You guys can give me a perception check.
I will do that horribly.
Ditto. Woo!
Hey, 15.
13.
20.
Oh
Wow.
my god, Brian, it's on you.
Oh, God.
But you're good at perception.
Am I?
Oh. Wisdom's
Not really.
decent, isn't it?
It's,
You're better than Cat.
What's going on? Okay.
Hey, there you go.
Oh, all right. I hung
This
up
is
there
why
for a long
Ben-
time.
Even coming back with a new alias, Ket was still never promoted above a beat cop. He'd never make detective. So, I mean, Randus manages to find mostly evidence that it was, in fact, the coil that busted the place up. He finds at least one little armband. He also finds one, like a glove or something that kind of matches the gloves that Little Sparkle knows they wear.
Okay. So, yep. Definitely looks like his then as here and left. I'm really guessing that they probably would have went back to the southern continent where they have their resources and power.
Well, we can check the police, and then after that, maybe check the docks, see if how they were going to travel.
Can you still check your law enforcement contacts?
I may still hold some sway from my actual days on the force.
Okay.
Wait, you were
Gordon Duthane.
officer before you were a fake officer?
Yeah.
Really?
How do you think I knew the ins and outs of that place?
You pick up things pretty quickly.
No, not Coldport law enforcement.
Ah, okay.
Coldport City Watch is kind of rules intensive.
So wait, how did you go from a police officer to gambler getting thrown out of a establishment when we first met you?
Yeah, there's a path. Police officer was just kind of a first step to adventurer.
So, Sakar, you're asking something?
Yes, given your stature, perhaps you could actually liaise with the official government of Coldport and see if perhaps they have any information as well.
Okay. That might, put us in the spotlight, but it might be a good idea.
Bear in mind that when we arrived, someone shouted my name and began trying to kill us all.
There's that.
Our presence, at least, is well known.
Oh, I should.
The paperwork for that was never really filed.
I should point out that part of the reason why Ket was using an alias is because they know that he had been in the Plague District. So Ket is technically not allowed to be out of the city or out in the city.
I see.
Right.
Well, you don't see. Rob sees.
Rob
He will
sees.
choose whether to tell you or not. Just
And the
reminding
answer
Rob.
is, or not.
Too many secrets, Ket.
The answer is always or not.
It just occurs to me there might be a slight problem with talking to the police. They know I'm from the
But they
Plague
know you
District.
as someone else entirely?
Fine. Randus and I will go in and talk with them.
All right.
I don't know how much information you're going to be able to get.
Surely there's some kind of public record.
Well,
True.
do you want to, while you go the official route, I could go around to the docks and are there other major ways out of the city? I mean, I figured docks would be the best one, but
Docks by sea, every other district has an exit to some major traffic road or other.
well, maybe we can ask around. We've got a lot of ground to cover. Try to catch wind of any caravans that left here or ships that left here heading towards the southern continent.
Yeah, southern continent, most likely it's just going to be ships. There's no other major port that's close enough that would be worth the travel time to go to if they were headed back to the southern continent.
Good to know. That narrows things down.
Of course, if they decide not to go back to the southern continent, then we've got nothing.
Right. Can you, Little Sparkle, could you quickly draw up another emblem there of the Salamander's coil?
Sure thing.
Well, you guys found another armband, so...
Oh, yeah, there we go. I'll just take that.
Yep, you have the armband that she had originally, and you have that other one.
Okay, excellent. Well, Randus?
Yep.
Let's go visit the police station.
All right.
Hold on. I'm gonna write down a few names of the people that I specifically trusted as my most recent time on the force.
Okay.
Because as with any large police force, some of them are corruptible.
What?
And we don't want to be asking the wrong questions of the wrong people.
Okay. And who would those people be?
Lieutenant Bullock.
Detective James
Oh,
Corbin.
he's definitely crooked.
And that Montoya lady.
Terrible at pulling names out of my
Harvey Dent. Can we trust him?
Guy named by the name of Powers.
It's okay. You don't have. You can just give them a list of names.
All right. Yeah.
Okay.
Fake names.
Well, they'll be the actual names.
Yes.
Yes. The kid gives us a list of fake names. We show up and we start reading them off. It's Detective so-and-so here, so-and-so. And at the very bottom it goes,
Lieutenant Homer Sober.
Screw you, Orem. It's Love Cat.
I see Wiener.
I'm looking for Officer Ben Dover.
Orem and Randus are going to the constabulary.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
And Little Sparkle is going to go ask around.
Yep.
About the coil.
Go to the docks.
What are Kit and Sakar doing?
Trying to figure out what I'm going to do about the rest of the population of the Twins District.
Okay.
Which may mean going to the docks with Little Sparkle, but for entirely different reasons.
Okay.
Well, if that's
And
the
what
case,
is
then the
Sakar
three
doing?
of us should go to the
Yeah.
docks together.
Okay. All right. So we'll follow Orem and Randus first then. You guys make it to a police headquarters type thing.
Okay. And we walk in.
Okay. You walk in. There are some perps being manhandled and stuff.
Ugh.
There's a desk, like a front desk, and there is a half-orc sitting there. Just burly guy wearing the same uniform as everyone else. Tusks. Big, kind of upturned nose. Not very prominent horns, just kind of big, or kind of these like chevrons on the side of his head.
Okay.
Gray skin.
All right. I am looking for Lieutenant Jones.
Jones?
Yes.
Lieutenant Jones went home.
Oh, okay. Well, I'm looking for, I don't know, is there a Sergeant Sergeant Smith?
Yeah, Sergeant Smith doesn't work here anymore.
Oh.
Kind of being dead.
Oh, well, I'm sorry to hear that.
What do you want? What are you looking for?
Well, we're
Blondie?
trying to find a friend of ours, and we were hoping that there had been a missing persons report turned in and maybe an investigation started.
Okay, what's this person's name?
Name is Lek, L-E-K. We believe we believe a gang ran off with him.
We have a Lek, L-E-C.
Okay, yes, that's probably close.
Mm-hmm. Says here somebody came asking about a few weeks ago.
Oh, who was that? Maybe it's one of our friends that we have not been in contact with.
Why don't you tell me who it was?
Oh, we have so many friends that are out looking for him.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Well, last we had heard, this person was in the Plague District, so he's probably dead. I'm sorry to tell you.
Oh, that's too bad. Is there anyone that is a liaison with anyone that might be in the Plague District so we could find out more?
No, I'm pretty sure all of the constabulary in the Plague District also died on account of there being a plague there and all.
That's horrible. Look at Randus.
Yeah, well, we thank you for your assistance. Yeah, if you get any further information, keep it on file, let us know. We might be by to check further.
Have you had any new gangs show up in this town in the last couple of weeks? By any chance? I know that's a weird question, but...
He starts looking around. Is like, wait, did Big Nose put you up to this? Are you pulling my chain?
No, not at all.
Are you joking around?
No, would never do that.
Joking around guy.
No.
You just show up at the police station and ask if there's any new gangs around.
Well, no, I mean, we had heard that our friend Lek may have been in trouble with the gang, and we were hoping to see if maybe it was something else that got him instead of the plague.
Maybe it was that. He was hanging around with a gang, then he got killed by a gang.
Yeah. Would you know where we could find them? Anyway, okay, well, sorry to waste your time. It's certainly not a joke.
Of course it wasn't. He keeps looking around past you to see if
if there's some hidden eye of seeing.
Yeah, there's somebody hiding behind something.
Oh, okay. By any chance you haven't seen this symbol before, have you? And I show him the Salamander's Coil armband.
He looks at it yeah, there's been some guys around town wearing that.
Oh, yeah? Where were they last seen?
We don't usually inform private citizens about the goings-on of private citizens.
Oh, okay. Well, all right. Fine. Thank you.
Mm-hmm.
And we leave.
Okay.
Well, that was a colossal waste of time.
Yeah, I don't know if we're going to get much asking about Lek. I don't know. I don't know. Would it be worth it to try to appeal to the city?
Sure, let's go.
Ask them about the coil, see if they have any information.
Okay,
there.
I'll let you take the lead on that one.
Okay.
Obviously, you're going to use your title to...
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Okay. So, meanwhile, at the docks...
On Critical Hit.
So...
Which docks would you like to go to?
What are our options?
Basically, your options are the...
Dock of the Bay.
The fish,
Kind
the
of.
crane, and
Basically, the fishing district is mostly fishermen and a few towards the northern side, or not northern side, but towards the western side is more kind of hoity-toity people that might sail for the fun of it. And then the crane district is basically split between more reputable shipping companies and less reputable shipping companies.
Okay, that
Less
one.
reputable sounds better.
Okay, so you guys go to the scragglier docks.
Yep.
Yes.
Okay, you find yourselves in a basically at the docks with a bunch of ships that don't look like they do all that well in the open sea, actually, and a record number of mean mugs as people walk around you.
I will basically look for a ship that looks like it is the sort of ship/ship captain that would be like, for some extra gold, I'll ignore the fact that you're bringing on a guy that clearly doesn't want to be here.
Okay. You want to give me a streetwise check to find that?
Absolutely. That's gonna be nice roll, me. A nat 1. Can I use my encounter power reroll on that?
Sure.
Cool. All right, there we go. That's much better. That'll be a 41 instead.
Yay.
Wow. Yeah, Little Sparkle kind of doesn't really ask around so much as she just kind of follows people around and eventually finds herself in a tavern talking to some sailors who seem convinced that she's actually some kind of assassin type. Probably because of her armor, and are not really scared of her in that sense, because they're kind of nobodies. It's like, who's going to want to assassinate them? They're mostly just trying to butter her up because assassins tend get paid really well. So
Sure. Makes
people
sense.
are kind of talking her up, and they assume Kit and Sakar are her toughs, maybe.
That's fine. We look bodyguardish.
Yeah. Well, you look eclectic, which says bodyguards to them.
Yeah, like one of you is actually brawny and one of you looks like a magic-y type.
Right.
So yeah, she'll buy these guys a drink.
So one of the guys, he's the captain of one of the ships. There's actually a couple captains here sitting with you, but one of them's like, you're not after anyone we know, are you?
Certainly not. Unless you happen to know some people from the southern continent.
I don't know. What do those guys look like? Are they bird people
she'll
too?
pull up. Could be. I'm not exactly sure who I'm after. She'll pull out the armband, but they'd be wearing this.
Oh, yeah. Some guys came around asking about stuff, but they didn't stay very long. They looked like they had money, so they really didn't have a reason to stick around here.
That makes sense. Do you know where they went or who took them?
Probably they just made their way up the docks, I'm guessing. I mean, you can find someone basically down here. You can get a ship and someone who won't ask any questions, and farther up It'll cost you more, but you can find a nice ship with someone who won't ask any questions.
Anyone you know who hasn't been around for a while, who might be on a job?
No, but basically, if they were leaving the continent and going south, they're almost certainly gonna end up in Eel Island. That's the farthest port that most of these ships go to. If they're actually going past that, then your friends had a lot of money.
Oh, they do have a lot of money, but they're also economical, so Eel Island sounds like the next step.
Even if they were going past it, Eel Island is the only real stop between here and the southern continent, as far as I know. Not that I've ever been that far.
Well, thanks for the advice.
Mm-hmm.
She'll look to the guys. All right, I think we're gonna need a passage to Eel Island.
Sounds like it.
Fortunately, we know someone with a ship.
True.
That we do. Was there other business you guys wanted to take care of on the docks?
Yes. However, question. Would Salamander's Coil potentially have their own ship?
It's possible. It sounds like if they did, they would still probably have to go to Eel Island to resupply, which is what makes it a good place to go. It really depends on... I honestly don't know how this cell got here.
Yeah. It might be worth checking the more reputable docks to see if anybody had stored anybody with that sigil had stored a private ship for some time.
Good idea. And we can talk with some of the the nicer but not asking questions type captains to see if they took any passengers.
Sounds reasonable.
We're going to make our way up the docks then.
Okay, we'll go back to Orem and Randus. So where are you guys going now?
To the heads of the city. Like whatever the city council place would be.
You guys can give me a streetwise check.
Streetwise. Oh boy.
Oh, this is gonna be awesome.
Yeah, this is fantastic. Scroll up. No.
Streetwise, you say? 19. That's almost a 20.
21.
Nice.
Oh, wow. I didn't realize we were both the same stat on that. Wow.
You guys,
we totally belong here.
yes. You guys ask around about, like, City Hall or something like that, and you get a lot of, like, oh, yeah. Yeah, it's that big building over there kind of stuff. And, progressively the more people you ask, the more they point at that building. And it is kind of like, you're not in, like, the best neighborhood, but, City Hall type places are rarely in the best neighborhood because they start in the center of a city and it's nice, but then the nicer areas of a city tend to migrate away from the center. So you make your way to this kind of three-tiered, like, kind of trapezoidal building. Interesting architecture here in this district. Again, seems completely out of place if you go 2 blocks over. But you find your way there, and there's this place, and there's a gate around it, and there's somebody standing at the gate. It is a young human. We'll say a lady.
Hello, ma'am.
Hi.
Yes.
Who are you?
I am Lord Randus Duthane, First House of Duthane and Warden of the Southeast from Diamond Throne. I was just wondering if there'd be someone that we could talk to in regards to contacts with the Southern Continent.
Oh, a lord, is it? I don't suppose you have any way of proving that. We get a lot of royalty trying to get favors and things like that.
I suppose. Hold on. Would I have anything like that?
Sure. Just figure out what you would have.
Would be
Maybe
something from the
sigil?
king. Yeah. Some kind of mark or something.
sure.
Maybe a signet
A
ring.
signet
signet
ring.
ring. Yeah. I can show her my signet.
Okay. She looks at it and is like, do you mind if I just take this inside real quick?
Oh,
I'm
no,
really just the guard.
Fair enough. Absolutely.
Okay. She runs it in, and then she comes back out and hands it back to you. Just like, all right, yeah, scorpion fish will see you.
Oh, absolutely. Thank you very much.
She leads you in, and you walk into a very nice, kind of big, wide sitting room. There's a lot of wine bottles around, a lot of people that appear to be servants, and from down the hallway, there's a very portly man in some nice robes comes down. He's got his hair kind of like the sides, it's all short, but the sides are like basically shaved, and it has this big tattoo of a scorpion fish on one side. And I understand that this is a fantasy podcast, but it is in fact the actual natural creature, a scorpion fish, not a half scorpion, half fish.
Fair enough.
Just making that clear for all the people that are like scorpion fish, because I would be excited if I didn't know what a scorpion fish actually was. But if you have seen a scorpion fish, then you know that this is actually a very intricate tattoo on account of all those barbs and fins and things sticking out and stripes and stuff. He comes over and he's like, well, Lord Duthane.
Yes. Hello. Pleasure to meet you. We're just curious to make some inquiries here. Recently, Diamond Throne has been looking to expand relations with the southern continent. I've happened to be in the area, and we heard that the Salamander's Coil was here recently. They're a group that we had been just in preliminary considerations in making business with. Mm-hmm. So I just want to know how, if you had any dealings with them, what your experiences was there.
So you're checking up on them.
Yeah, we just want to get a feel, see if they seem like they'd be good business partners. What was your relationship like with them, and how was that?
Well, I didn't deal with them directly. I'm aware that they were here. But let's just say that if you do want a pathway to the southern continent, you're going to have to come to Coldport. So let's talk about that first, see where that gets us.
Absolutely.
And then figure out how I can help you track your friends down.
Okay, yeah, that's absolutely fair. We would absolutely need a way to move things back and forth between the continents, and I think Coldport would very much meet those needs.
Also, that cop's not with you, is he?
No, he is not.
Okay, because you had someone tailing you when you came in.
Oh, no.
No, that would not have been one of our retinue.
Okay, so I mean, you're the head of state here. How do you usually, I don't want to be disrespectful, how do you usually deal with stuff like that?
Honestly, generally it's usually something that gets filtered up towards me, but again, this is just kind of happened to find myself in the area. I thought I'd jump on an opportunity. Are the Salamander's Coil still around here at all? Would it be?
So we'll just rough him up a little and send him up to the constabulary then, if you don't mind.
Oh, sure.
We
If you don't have to be too rough with them, just
Find out who sent him.
yeah,
Right.
well, he's a cop. I'm sure the constabulary sent him.
Sure.
just maybe give him a bit of a talking to.
Dock his
All
pay.
right. He brings one of his guys over. This is another human. He looks pretty rough. He looks like rough stuff, basically. And he's like, go give that guy, and he looks at Orem and says, a talking to, and then send him back on his way. And he nods and he walks away. So, let's talk about shipping routes.
Oh, absolutely.
Why don't you go ahead and give me a diplomacy check?
Oh, boy.
Best episode ever.
22. It's
All
better
right.
than Streetwise barely. I suppose that's true.
All right. Well, with that 25 from Steven, we'll give you the assist, which will bring it all the way up to a 24.
Woohoo.
All right.
So you guys basically get the following relevant information, and then followed by some information that you guys didn't necessarily know coming in. So the most relevant information that you find is that the coil were around, Scorpion Fish's people dealt with them. They were very disdainful of them because they didn't help them directly, and they're the sort to kind of ask for money first and then do things, and the coil were apparently on a large but limited budget to a certain degree. They were asking around. They know that there's a place in the Crane District that they were basically renting. And by a place, they mean like basically a full kind of marina. The other thing that you learn is that basically every district of Coldport operates independently, and they're not always good with the cops, especially not particular cops. So basically, you guys wandered into a district where the district boss, which is what the individual district bosses are called, is clearly a gangster. So after Randus basically agrees on a very kind of 70-30 type agreement for some trade goods, you guys get the information that I just gave you, plus maybe a few other things if you think about it afterwards, if you'd like to reference back to the conversation.
Okay.
All right. It's a pleasure doing business. Yeah, we'll definitely be in contact. Don't know if we'll look into the Sound Mayor's Coil a bit more, but whoever we do ultimately partner with there, we'll let you know, and we'll get things moving.
Sounds great. It's good doing business with you.
You too.
And we leave. 70-30. Really?
Man, I was winging it.
Okay.
Okay, so suppose we should meet up with the other guys?
I think so. Where did they go?
Well, we'll cut there.
That does sound like a good place to end it. Thank you so much, everyone, for downloading and listening and being a part of the Major Spoilers experience. Do check out some of our other podcasts. I think there are some that you will find entertaining if you like comic books, if you like movies, if you like general pop culture discussions. It's all over at the Major Spoilers Podcast Network. You can find that in the iTunes feed or the RSS feed or over at majorspoilers.com. If you have any questions, send them to podcast@majorspoilers.com. And until next time, here's hoping all of your dice rolls are critical hits.
This podcast is copyright 2016 by Major Spoilers Entertainment, LLC.
This podcast is part of the Frog Spoilers Network. For more information about this and other shows, visit frogpants.com. Audio program so good, it's like you're there.